Taylor Swift changed the lyrics of her song Karma during a performance to reference her relationship with the Kansas City Chiefs tight end, Travis Kelce.
FuzzJockRadio International Conglomeration Enterprises in association with FuzzJockRadio Productions does not endorse, approve, or have insider knowledge about sports, sports betting, or any beneficial knowledge whatsoever. FuzzJock cannot be held responsible for personal decisions made up to and including sports betting, alcoholism, pregnancy, and or stock choices. Listening to FuzzJock Radio has been found to cause cancer in the state of California. Side effects include mood swings, hot flashes, cold flashes, and dizziness. If listening to FuzzJock Radio for more than 4 hours, please consult with a mortician. FuzzJock Radio is proudly produced by prison labor in the People's Republic of Transnistria.
Отправьте помощь, оказавшись в ловушке в студии подкастов.
We're very pleased, the activity's good for the most part. Tonight, we didn't rebound as well as we had been.
The nerves is where it's at.
Yeah, it's been great trying to figure some things out on the fly defensively, but our activity's been good. I think for the most part, we're trying to swallow up the paint, and then get out and contest and fly around. So, been very pleased, yeah.
Personally, I don't like when Coach E.T. comes in and he's mad, like cussing, because he's old school. He don't really do too much. He be chill, try to get through the presentation and go on about his business, but he was kind of upset. And I kind of took it personally, so, I don't think us as a team, we don't like E.T. being mad, so we kind of took it personally.
Yeah, we're here. We're back. Hi, hey.
We're here to take it personal.
Yeah, we are here. Oh, thank you so much. Listen to the audience. They're so happy to have us back, JMS.
Are they doing the wave? Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, that is so cool. You know what? I got to just say it. This audience might be
the best audience we've ever had.
It might be. Let's come back around to that. Actually, let's put a pin in it till the end of the episode, okay? Because I want to give this audience a chance. Because we've had some really good audiences, in the past. This audience, we'll give
them a chance to not be the best.
We'll give them a chance to be the best.
They could disappoint us.
So we'll put a pin in it.
Let's put a pin in it. Pin it up to the board.
Putting a pin in the topic, and then we're going to wait until we actually talk to you. There we go.
A pin in it. Put a pin in it.
Okay, so we got that going on for us. We are FuzzJock Radio. We are going to get right into it like we normally do every episode, because we have a lot to talk about. My name is
so much
Fuzzy. We have a Hest all the way out in California, and their name is
C-Dubs.
And we have a Hest all...
I'm over here.
Yeah, you're remote tonight, huh?
Yep, shoot! Here I am. I'm J-Mez. How's it going?
Yeah.
I'm on the podcast with the FuzzJock Radio with these guys.
Fuzzy always, Docs and J-Mez.
Hey, and who are you?
I'm Fuzzy.
Yeah.
He went first.
Yeah, you are.
I am another one of the Hests. We have 3 Hests, no hosts and no ghosts, because ghosts don't reel, right? Right,
exactly.
Tonight is a very, very special episode. I didn't bring this up to you guys, and I'm sorry that I didn't bring this up to you before, in the pre-show. We make notes and stuff, but it's a very special day, very special episode.
Oh, okay.
Really? Is it because of Taylor Swift changing her lyrics? That is big news.
That is big news. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I don't. Wait, hey, whoa! We got a lot to get to, and that's going to take up like half the show if we get to that right now. So let's wait and get the other stuff first, and we'll get to that.
Okay. Well, it is. I mean, it is a very special day, but we do have a lot to get to. So, before we get to sports,
what
we should probably talk about what we did this last week. We've had a couple weeks off, didn't we? Do we have 1 week off, 2 weeks off?
1 week off.
1 week off. It feels like 3.
Yeah. We were here for a day before Halloween.
Okay. Oh, right before Halloween was the last time. Mm-hmm. So we do have a lot to go over.
We had Wes Craven on.
We had Wes. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, we had our Halloween episode.
Yep. So
I was there.
So since then,
I was here.
Since then, J-Mez, how was your week?
It seems like it's been so long.
Yeah, it feels like 2 weeks.
So long.
2 or 3 weeks.
And yeah, just, I don't know. Halloween was busy, and it feels like, it's also part of the the season too, where at this time of the year everything just starts really rolling into holidays and holidays and holidays.
Sure.
And I guess that's probably what I'm kind of feeling is just, man, things are in motion at the end of the year like this. So, but no, in the meantime, I've done my best to just hang out with my son, watch some sports teams in our state do well, which is pretty neat. And that's something we get to do a whole lot. Yeah. So that's been a special time.
Yeah, we have to celebrate that, right? C-dubs.
Dance to the music.
C-dubs.
Yes, that's me.
C-dubs. C-dubs. Should I start doing that? Is that funny? No?
Crying out for me?
Yeah, like Roderick. C-dubs!
Oh,
yeah. We can hear you.
I was thinking,
we can hear you.
like the Abbott and Costello, I'm at.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe like that too. Like maybe I'm called.
Switch between them.
Is it a callback? Maybe Roderick's doing a callback.
Whoa.
He seems like
a little different. I think it's original with.
Yeah.
But let's see, my week. I don't remember what I've done the last 2 weeks. So
you don't.
I know what I'm doing for the next week.
Okay. What? So you don't. You remember what you're gonna do in the future, but you don't remember what you did in the past.
Oh wait, I can think of something I can say. Yes.
Is there a word for that? Because I don't think because remembering is about memories and memories are about past. Like your future memories, are they called future memories?
Maybe it's being clairvoyant. Would that be the word?
Yeah, I suppose. That sounds too psychic though.
You're a wizard.
I'm a wizard here. I remember what I did for Halloween though.
Okay, what did you do?
Halloween.
What did you do for Halloween?
And I love giving out candy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my favorite. Mm-hmm. So we set up the house all neat and Halloween-y. And I put a speaker outside and played music. And we had a smoke machine. And so I was dancing outside. We kept the door open because we put the cats away. So the door was just open to our house. And I'd go in and out dancing and giving candy out. We could see the kids approaching. And so I could hit the smoke right before they walked up. And my favorite thing was I had a pile of Dodger bobbleheads. And so every dad that had a Dodgers hat on, I'd scream, "Hey, you Dodger fan, I got something for you." And they'd be like, "Where's the guy?" And I'd run up to them, and hand them a bobblehead, and they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
That's really cool.
Lily and my roommate kept being like, "You
thank you."
Good nights.
What's that? What did you say? What did you say, C-dubs?
Oh, Lily and my roommate were just like, "You're making those people's nights for sure."
Yeah. Well, what did you say, Jameis?
Just they get so excited, and if they're like sports fans, they might get aggressive and just like punch you in the face and be like super hype about it.
And
they're not football fans, baseball fans.
Did they get aggressive?
Yeah, they get.
No, you're saying baseball fans don't get aggressive like football fans?
Well, they might streak on the field. No, they get aggressive. You're right. They also get aggressive.
Which football are you speaking of? Football as in American
Amerikanischen football?
Okay. No, that's really cool. You've done that before, haven't you?
Yeah, I did it last year too.
Yeah, that's a really awesome thing to, people like to take their kids to, the rich areas of towns usually because they know that they're going to get full-size candy bars or, and that's great. The parents take your kids to where you know that they're going to get like all the candy, take that candy from those rich people. But at the same time, you're not in an area where it's like ritzy, glamorous, where you would think that, we should take our kids Halloween treating in this area, but you're making it special for your area. So now more people will probably go to your area to do Halloween, right?
I think that is going to get around. I mean, so
it's got to get around
this year. We're already a destination neighborhood because there's a school near us.
Okay.
So the parents who live near that school throw Halloween parties. All the other parents travel to go to them, and they bring their kids trick-or-treating in the neighborhood because they're already going to go to that party. So that's why, because I was like, why do we always have so many kids in this area? They don't live here. But I found that out, that's what happened. But now I think people are going to spread the word, and even more kids are going to come.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I also met an AT&T cable guy once who came to our house to check a cord that fell. And he said, "Oh, I brought my kids. You're the one who gave out the bobblehead." And I was like, oh my God, you remember me?
Well,
And he was like, yeah, do you remember my kid? He looked like this. And he showed me the picture of him as Mario. I'm like, I actually do remember your son.
Of course they remember you. It's totally something brand, like something I would like everybody would remember. Of course. Of course they remember you. It's such a special thing to get something like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
how
about you, Fuzz?
What's really special about
What's special?
Halloween is that
Tell us.
my friend James brings his son Odin over to my house to get candy.
Ooh.
Odin was one of 5 kids that came to my house. Two of the other ones were my niece and nephew.
Did you dump the whole bowl into Odin's bag?
I gave him a bunch of handfuls for sure.
Good.
I didn't like he was I think you guys were the first parents.
I'm a handful guy too. I give him a whole hand.
And Odin wanted to see my dog real bad, and I'm like, don't. She's gonna jump all over you. We don't want to have that interaction for your first interaction. She's pretty psyched up, but yeah, we had 5. We had 5 people come to our house.
Yeah,
I'm not giving out bobblehead dolls. Should we get to it? I think we should get to it.
What about
What about what?
Well, what about? I guess you just said your week. You gave out.
Yeah. What about you?
Candy to Odin.
What about you, C-Dubs?
What about me? What about who? What about
you, James?
What about you, James? Do you want to talk more?
Oh yeah.
What about?
Or does maybe the roulette wants to figure out what we want to play next?
See if roulette has something to talk about.
What about you, roulette?
I don't know. I thought I had something else going on. Like I was gonna make a joke about having my notebook with me nowadays, because I do, and then forgot that to write down what I was gonna talk about, which is real. That's shoot. I had some takes. I had some takes tonight, and so I just wanna apologize to the audience out there if my takes that are coming up right away aren't the takes that you wanted to get from me that would have been written down, because the written down ones would have been a lot better than the ones that are coming off right away. The roulette came through.
FuzzJockRadio.
Basketball.
The NBA theme, here's an idea. It goes like this.
I was just thinking, do you guys...
FuzzJockRadio.
I almost forgot what we put a pin in, but I remembered. I don't need to write it down, guys. But basketball, the Timberwolves have been doing great. They're
Wow.
6 in a row.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're also the. I mean, I don't. How does this work? They're tied. The first 2 teams in the Western Conference are tied for first. So does that make the Wolves second? Or are they third? Well, either way,
and they're the
third best team in
their
conference.
team in the whole NBA.
I think it makes them the best team in the whole NBA.
The whole NBA.
Just like J-Man said. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, C-Dubs, what you're saying is they're the best team in the NBA?
Absolutely.
Because
Did you guys hear that Anthony Edwards is literally the new Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I have heard
Michael
that.
Jordan put on a different human body and is playing as Anthony Edwards. He's literally.
He's already.
Well, no, literally the new quote Michael Jordan.
Oh,
yeah.
So people are already are saying that Anthony Edwards is the GOAT of basketball. He's he's Hall of Fame yesterday material.
He's really good. He is really good. And everyone
needs to worship him.
Well, worship might be a strong word, but people should be watching LeBron. I was going to say LeBron. I mean
LeBron, the new LeBron.
The new LeBron. I was going to say Kobe, but no, Ant.
New Kobe.
Ant's a combo of all 3 of those people.
100%.
Basically, he's literally all 3 of them in one.
He is so good that he is telling everybody that it's everybody else around him that's making him good.
That's how you know he's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Being humble is one of those. That's one of those checkpoints, right? He's always like, "Oh no, fucking Towns! Like, look at Towns! Look at somebody else! Look at somebody else! Oh, my coach! The coach is like, I didn't want to make the coach mad. That's why we turned it around. I took it personally. And that's great.
Humble.
very humble. And the announcers the other night, I actually watched the game the other night, and the announcers were talking about how Steve Kerr was his coach for like one of the summer leagues, and Steve Kerr was getting after him for not working hard in the workouts. And he's like, he pointed out the other superstars and being like, this is how you work out. You're not working out. And then Steve Kerr, like just watching Ant, finally figured out that's just the way he worked out. He looks like he's being really lazy when he's working out, but he's not. And like Ant took it personally and turned it up and has been showcasing his skills, and it's great. This is a fun team to watch because we also still have Towns just controlling the threes, controlling the boards, along with Gobert controlling the board. And now like they have had now a full season and a half together to work together to understand where each other are coming from, and so the communicating and the looking around is working out. So
full circle.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited. We might as well just go to the playoffs now because we are the best.
Well, they do have a new play-in tournament, so I mean there is kind of a playoffs coming up, right?
There's a little tournament coming up
already.
Or mid-season. I'm sorry, mid-season tournament.
In-season tournament.
Okay. Well, that'd be.
If you win, you're guaranteed a
interesting.
spot, even if you're not worthy.
If you win this and like lose every single game for the rest of the season, you're still going to the playoffs, baby.
And if you win it and then you go to the playoffs, you get pushed to the next round, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And home field advantage or something like that.
And if you win the championships after this tournament, you get to make a new rule for the next season of basketball.
What? Wow, that is awesome. On that note, I think we should go to the roulette. Football happened. We start FuzzJock Radio right around 10:30ish because of Monday Night Football. We don't want to compete with Monday Night Football because we know a lot of our viewers,
beat them
our listeners,
easily, so it wouldn't be fair to Monday Night Football.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Exactly. And with that note, did any of us watch the game before the show?
I did. I watched it.
You did? Oh,
I shouldn't have.
How was it? Like, normally it's horrible unless the Vikings are playing because the Vikings like to make it look good, right? That's what
they try to, at least. It was Monday Night Football, man. It was bad.
Oh my goodness, we have a lot to talk about.
It was the Broncos and the Bills, and everyone's like, "Oh, the Bills are gonna win because the Broncos suck," and the Broncos beat the Bills. So
Broncos beat the Bills.
Yeah. Broncos have really turned it around, but still everyone's like, here we go, Bills. They're going to turn it around. They're going to turn it around. Nah, they did.
Well, you know who really turned it around?
Is it the Vikings?
The Vikings.
Yeah.
James, is that who you were thinking of too? The Vikings?
Yeah, and not for the reasons I was going to expect it to turn around.
On our last episode.
Honestly.
On our last episode,
I was looking forward to our
quarterback,
rookie quarterback.
On our last episode, our quarterback was picking the playlist of Creed songs. Remember? Mm-hmm. That was when our last episode happened. We were wondering if he was going to pick higher again, or pick a new song, right?
I think he'd just gone down the week before.
Yeah.
Did he go down
on our last episode? We had just talked about his injury.
Oh, did we just talk about his injury?
He still was picking the playlist.
Oh man. I was gonna be. I thought the audience didn't know that Kirk was hurt. Did we talk?
Luckily, it happened.
We did talk about that already.
We did talk about it.
Oh yeah,
and
because
it happened
we're
just before the trade deadline.
Yeah, we did talk about that. Because we were like, we want to make sure that people know that we were dogging on Kirk for quite some time.
That's right.
Yeah, we did say that. Okay. And I just want to reiterate that we were. I mean, we're not, like James pointed out in that episode, we weren't the only ones dogging on Kirk, but we were too. I just want to make sure that people are clear on that.
And we probably still will continue.
Yeah,
whenever he deserves it.
Some of us, it's just part of our livelihood.
But we don't.
James, you saying you don't like that?
I said you like that before he ever did. I mean, I got receipts.
Yeah, we do. And just to reiterate as well, again, we also don't wish for anybody to be injured.
Never.
We want people to be able to work as much as they want to work. I don't want anybody to work at all ever.
Right. Have a good life.
Only to work if you want to, like not to live. Fuck that. But we're not a philosophy podcast. That might be coming up on Sundays on Fuzz Talk Radio at some point. So keep tuning in. But
I dare you.
My point is that Kirk went down, and then we got a rocket scientist, Dobbs, as our quarterback.
And he actually first played after our backup got hurt.
You know what rocket scientists do?
Mm-hmm.
They take the Vikings to the playoffs.
Ooh.
Actually to the Super Bowl. They're going to take... I'm claiming this joke before it happens because everybody's going to take this joke. Because we like to take receipts like James mentioned. Mm-hmm. It took a rocket scientist to get the Vikings to win a Super Bowl.
There you go.
It's written right there. They're already using all of the rocket scientist things like, they had liftoff, and they have him in like a suit.
Oh my!
Like on the programming, they have him in like a space suit flying around and stuff.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well,
it's a great
what
story.
they can't say after this is that, they can't say it's not rocket science.
Because
maybe it is rocket science.
Well, maybe it is. Yeah. At least hell didn't have to freeze over.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was wild when I heard this because Dobbs had been, he's what 8th season in the league. It's like he's not a new guy, and
wow, I didn't
always had been kind of a second string quarterback on the teams he's played with for all these seasons. So he's been around, not turning heads or anything. But then, kind of shows up and gets things going with Minnesota. Not the most gracefully at the beginnings of some of those games, but I mean the results are there to have the strong finish. It's wild.
His first game, he came in, had never taken a snap with the team yet, barely knew the playbook. And he took them to victory, and he was the first starting quarterback we've ever had who won their first start in a comeback, or led down to win the game. If they've ever won before, it was like blowout or whatever, but I don't think that's ever even happened. Like, they were the first one to go down and get a game-winning drive of their first game.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
That is something that really struck me is that they got Dobbs right before the deadline, not even knowing that they're going to need him quite yet. Just that, we need another quarterback, and got him right before the deadline, and then sure enough, everybody got hurt. And what happened?
Maybe he's been just waiting for that chance to be the first string quarterback on a team.
Could be,
and kind of show the reasons. Like, I mean, NASA pursued this guy.
He turned down NASA to join the Vikings.
This guy turned down NASA.
That's pretty awesome.
What that sound means, or what this jingle is. It's time for the
Fuzz Question of the Week.
Yeah.
Okay, I had so many Fuzz questions of the week pop up in my head when I was listening to that episode, that tune. And which one do I want to go with? So the Fuzz Question of the Week is when I ask the Hess a question, and then they answer the question with their opinion answer. It can be either correct or wrong. It depends. It depends on your opinion. We're not going to discuss the opinion because that could lead us into arguments, and we don't like to argue on Fuzz Talk Radio or FuzzJock Radio. We like to keep this as a calm, collective, free-spirited speech about stuff. The fuzz question of the week this week is,
what's up?
Would you give up a career of millions of dollars being a doctor or a rocket scientist or, like a car manufacturer or something, like you are in line to make billions of dollars. Would you give that up to play a sport? Jameis.
Oh, yeah.
C-dubs.
No.
And that was your... Oh, shoot, I don't have it.
It'd probably be more fun.
Fuzz question of the
fuzz
week.
question of the week. Now, that's a pretty good fuzz question of the week this time around.
I like that question.
The other fuzz
I want
question...
to elaborate, but we shouldn't. We can't.
The other question I was going to ask,
did anyway,
but it's not really a fuzz question of the week because there's probably actually an answer to this one, is like a rule, like a strict thing. What would happen if the Vikings didn't pick up that quarterback on the trade before the trade deadline? The trade deadline passed, and then all of their quarterbacks got hurt.
If in the game if we had a backup, it would have been our probably our practice quarterback, or I'm trying to think.
Or like maybe one of our wide receivers.
Practice squad. Huh?
What can we bring up our practice squad if they're not there at the game, like on the field?
If they would have elevated him in the game, but then if he would have gone out, because you would never suit one quarterback. 2 is already getting risky to just do 2.
Yeah. Okay,
but
you have 3 quarterbacks, right?
You can. Most do, but the Vikings have done 2 for a while.
What if all 3 of those quarterbacks get hurt? That's what I'm asking.
They usually go with someone who's played quarterback in the past, and often it's like the kicker.
Okay.
Or the punter, I mean, like someone who's played
I can see
football
that.
for a while, but there have been games I think the running back has done it, or the wide receiver, or like
so another player would play quarterback.
They'd have to.
Could a coach play?
No. They're not suited up.
And then what happens after that? Since it's past the trade deadline, what happens after that?
They could sign a free agent.
They can still sign people after the trade deadline.
People get cut still.
People can get cut, but people can get picked up.
No trading,
but just picked up.
Yep, but you can pick people. Like Ryan Fitzpatrick is doing television now. He used to be a backup quarterback and a starter in the league. He could sign a contract and start like the next week if he wanted to, because he's technically a free agent. But
that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, they'd have to get someone literally off the street or off the couch.
But they can still sign somebody after the trade deadline.
Yes, you just can't trade with another team.
Okay. Interesting. Yep. That is something we never knew.
None of us.
I would like to have a sound bite that says that goes, "Wow, genius idea," or something, like a
I never knew that.
I never knew that. That'd be kind of neat.
Piece of new information.
Are we done with what were we just talking about? Football?
The Vikings are basically going to win the Super Bowl.
The Vikings are doing.
They're
really
on a
well.
5-game winning streak.
5-game winning streak. Kirk's hurt, but the Rocket Man, the rocket scientist, is going to take us to the Super Bowl. So 5 wins in a row. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing a trend here with our sports.
I don't think we're going to lose any games ever again.
No, I know. Was that about all we needed to talk about with the Vikes? Justin Jefferson's still hurt.
He should be coming back soon,
and
though.
So that's another thing too, is that we've been winning these games without him. So when we bring him back, it's like, people are going to be thinking about Justin Jefferson quite a bit. And for everybody that doesn't know who Justin Jefferson is, he's like our phenom,
good friend of ours.
He's like he's like the ant of the Vikings team.
Yeah,
right.
He's the Michael Jordan of.
I wonder if those two are friends. Those two should be. Maybe they shouldn't be friends. Maybe they should be friends. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone should be friends. Why can't we?
Everybody should be friends. Everybody should be friends.
Then everything would be awesome. All right.
Okay. Should we go back to the roulette? See what's up next.
Roulette.
Okay.
Spin the wheel.
So, just like the Wild, or just like the Wolves, and just like the Vikings, you guys are gotta tell me. You guys are gonna tell me. I haven't been watching the Wild games. Just kind of like the other games. I've been picking them up every once in a while. But like, you're gonna tell me that the Vikings, just like the Vikings, and just like the Wild, or like, man, I can't say this correctly.
You can't get there.
Just like the Wolves,
Just like the Twins.
just like the Twins, and just like the Vikings, the Wild, you guys are going to tell me, are on a wonderful winning streak, right, guys?
No, not telling you that because that would be a lie, and I don't want to lie to you.
Man,
Fuzzy.
that was too quick. I
respect you
had
too
this.
much.
That's okay.
Here, oh man, I had this thing I was going to do. It was going to be the new thing. It was going to be. No.
Yeah, no, they're doing really bad. They're not just losing; they're losing by like 7 points sometimes.
Oh my!
7 points.
Yeah, that can happen. They commonly are giving up 6 or more goals.
Oh, we got
6,
great
7, or
goalies
8?
then.
So they're 5-8-2, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what's the deal? What's the deal with the Wild?
Honestly, I've been
goalies.
listening to the games. I've been watching them. So, I mean, I don't really... I don't know if it's like, oh, the goalie's just giving up soft goals or whatever. But whenever I listen, they're playing pretty good fucking teams, and they just can't keep up with them.
Can't
Like, we
do
just
it, huh?
played the Dallas Stars, and like Suter's on that team, our old defenseman.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he was swarming us. Like he wasn't even like shooting. He was just like taking away our player. You know.
So
Like, we're just getting outplayed.
So they need to sign my nephew. Is what you're saying.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He would be good, and my nephew. They should be a tandem.
So
Let's
so that's not good. Let's hope that they can change. Kaprizov is still on the.
He's
team,
still
right?
good.
Okay.
Yep.
Huh.
He's
Yeah,
still good.
one Kaprizov a team does not make.
No, you're
true.
right. You're right, Yoda. Let me see here. So I was watching my nephew play hockey or practice hockey the other day, and holy cow, those goalies are, you got to be a different breed to want to be a goalie, because like you're working your ass off all the time. When everybody else is taking a break, you're doing something with the coaches. You're working, and then also thinking, Mankato breeds hockey players, and my nephew is in this program of hockey right now where they're like
Fast track to the NHL, basically.
basically like the people are probably already there scouting them. So pretty neat.
That Mankato
I
pipeline.
mean, there's already. I think there's like something like 4 or 5 rinks in Mankato, like playable ice areas, and that's just the ones that are in buildings. There's also like 4 or 5 that are outside as well. So there's something like 10 rinks in Mankato to practice on, as where other places have
pretty
0.
awesome.
Well, they just added like 3 more the other day.
There you go.
Yeah.
At least one new indoor rink that I saw.
Mankato, the land of the rinks. Maybe. Maybe we should careful over there, J-Mans.
Yeah.
We have an update to a really horrible accident happened in a hockey game the last time we were here, and it sounds like that the NHL is actually looking into requiring their players to start wearing neck guards. That way, that accident that we spoke about last time won't happen again, because the neck guard will guard obviously the neck, and it's not. And thinking about that sound like that's going to protect even more than just a skate, a skate blade. It'll protect the neck from like a hockey puck getting hit there, or a stick, or somebody
Running into the net, which is also made of metal.
It's a pretty vital area.
Yeah.
The neck is very vital. Absolutely. I would think
That's how your head plugs into your body, basically.
Yeah. Your head is probably the most the thing that you need to protect the most, and then you're probably your neck. Protect your neck. Be like Wu-Tang,
Be like Roddy Strong.
Be like Roddy Strong.
Neck
strong.
strong.
Absolutely. So that's really cool that the NHL is looking into that. Is this something that they've done they've looked into the past, or something that they've utilized, or other leagues utilize this at all, Charles?
When you're growing up, I believe it is that you play in leagues, other leagues, smaller leagues will have the neck guards already. Play in college, they already have something like a similar neck guard type thing.
Or maybe more people will be wearing them to protect themselves.
Yes. But I mean, like, NHL's kind of slow at getting these things implemented because they'll grandfather in not doing it, usually. Like, the face mask. It was only like 3 years ago that the last player who didn't have to wear a face, like the glass over their eyes, got like just retired.
Yeah,
like, that's how long.
I remember reporting on that.
You could not wear them.
We reported on that.
Yes.
I remember talking about that. So
that's been great, and even the being a goalie who had to wear the proper specific gear. I mean, that took. They didn't do that for a while. I mean, they didn't even do helmets forever. There are people who played into color television who weren't wearing helmets. So they grandfathered that shit in. Maybe this one they won't grandfather in. They'll just do it.
Yeah, or they won't. And they'll just.
Or they won't. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot.
They should.
There's
do
a
it.
lot there.
Nike should make them, and they just say, just do it.
Any other hockey news?
I got nothing. I'm too depressed about hockey.
Let's go to baseball.
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota.
Sorry, roulette. We're going straight to it.
Yeah, we're just going to go straight to it. The baseball is fun again in Minnesota because
the Twins won.
The curse is over.
The Twins have won. The LG Twins, in the KBO, won 4-1 against what team? Do we remember?
It was KG Wizards or something. Let me look it up again.
Yeah,
I just looked at it.
That's right.
They won 4-1. The last game was 6-2, so they won handedly. The KBO once again is the Korean Baseball Organization, which is the baseball organization that we found during COVID. They're awesome. It's a lot of fun to watch the games. It's different. It's different than watching American baseball.
Yeah, but you get to see the Twins.
You get to see the Twins.
And see the Twins win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
So it was our year. It was just our year.
They were the KT Wiz.
The KT Wiz is who they beat?
Yep, KT Wiz.
Well, good for them.
Yep.
Also, our World Series happened, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Did we talk
talking about that?
Is it finished up?
Yeah, that went pretty handedly too in one direction.
Yeah, what direction did that go?
Forward, same.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Twins?
The replacement Twins won the World Series.
Yeah, so again, Twins basically
we won twice.
We won two. We were so good we won twice.
And who was that again?
Tejas Rangers.
Yeah.
I mean Texas Rangers.
Formerly the
Texas
New
Rangers,
Senators.
Okay. Formerly the New Senators.
Yep.
Formerly the New Senators, Texas Rangers won the World Series. Congratulations to the Twins for winning 2 championships this year.
Yeah.
And the MVP of the World Series was Corey Seager, who used to play for the Dodgers, who also got the MVP when they won the World Series.
He did a really good job.
He's the first player to ever be the World Series MVP in each league.
That's
American
amazing.
League and National League. He's the first player to ever do it.
Good for
Nice.
him. That is great.
It wasn't consecutive years though.
No, they were not consecutive, but
No.
he did. He was the
So,
first one to ever get
Luis Ariz will do that,
with Florida.
I hope so. I
and then
I
he'll
really
come
hope
back
so.
to Minnesota to
Yeah.
be the World Series MVP with the Twins.
Yep, I really hope so. And that was our segment of
Past players, where are they now? Past players.
Oh my God, Wes Welker's back on the Dolphins.
Luis Ariz.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Luis Ariz,
congratulations, Mitch Garver, getting that championship ring.
That's right.
Yeah. There you
with
go.
the Rangers.
Yeah.
He had the integral hit.
And while we're on the subject of past players, I
Yep.
remember last episode we brought up that our old Torrey Hunter was interviewing for a managerial position, which
Oh, that's right.
they did announce went to Ron Washington, another past player.
Another past player.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right again.
Torrey Hunter did get offered a first base coach, which I believe he declined though.
Oh, he didn't take that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's still out there trying to be coach or manager or something.
Just come over and start doing some commentary with Justin Morneau.
Yeah, twins are everywhere. That's how we win every year,
old.
basically.
Yeah.
We just put our players everywhere. So no matter what, we win.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, then we found that that's what we do with the Timberwolves team that one time too, didn't we?
Yeah, dude, it was all Wolves last year in the playoffs.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Minnesota for you. Making everybody else better. It's not about us. Anything else? Do we want to talk about the bad news? What was going on with the Twins?
Oh. I mean,
the average.
Okay. Hold on. I didn't preface that correctly.
Yeah,
Let me preface this correctly, guys. Okay.
This.
And I don't know if you guys are on the same side of this. When we were talking about this in the beginning of in the show notes area, I almost was kind of feeling that maybe you're on the opposite sides. I'm going to take the stance of I don't know. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm the judge, right? No, I'm not a judge. I'm not judging you guys. Hold on, Fuzz. What we're saying is that the Twins reduced payroll.
They plan to.
Yeah, it's projected.
Oh, so it didn't happen. So what does that mean? Like payroll for like. Well, that means that means cutting people, right? Like letting people go, like paying people less.
Probably unloading some higher contracts of some older players.
Okay,
essentially.
Does this mean anything like this is just the team itself? It's not like part of like the workers at the stadium or anything like that. Is this just to do with the team
players?
The team players, like the payroll of the team payroll.
Yep. Sounds like for example, there's projections that Polanco will get traded. That would lower our payroll right there.
Polanco's been on the team since he ever started playing in the NBA, which was in like the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's projected to leave or be sent away.
Polanco's been on the team since the 90s.
Yeah.
Well,
same with Kepler. Kepler may be projected to. And this is all just because of the way the free agent market is shaping up that there's probably going to be a need for some hitters.
Okay.
So the market looks good for players like Polanco and Kepler to kind of be at their peak of their value.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My only argument against that is, do you really think we're going to get any of the players that we're trying to open the payroll for to sign with us, to spend the money we're saving? Or are we just going to end up saving the money because that's what the pull ads do, and then they just pay less because the team overperformed the year before, and now we have lower expectations even though we should have higher expectations? That's what I think. I would like us to get real free agents. That is something I really want.
That would be cool. And
since
it's all still projected, and we'll see what happens. There could be some surprises, and just who knows.
Correa was a surprise, so yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Correa and Buxton. Buxton was a big surprise when we gave him all that money too.
Gave him a really good contract. He put up a lot in arbitration though, so he went through a lot.
Yeah, we put him through.
He deserved his bag. I'd say that's my take.
Still, it was a surprise to see the pull ads put that type of money up, and then put that type of money up for Correa as well as a big one.
But this kind of move is not a surprise for the pull ads.
No,
right?
No, it's not, and it's going to be a testament. Didn't the ownership go to the kids recently? Like, it's not the elders, it's the kids really fully took over it the last couple years. Yeah,
they're running the team completely now.
And it will be a testament to see what their wallets are like compared to their elders. Like, are they going to do this belt or are they going to use this as a loose? It's either a tightening where they don't use the money for free agents or pickups, or it's a loosening of the belt.
Or redistribution.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just lose their pants altogether.
Yeah.
Pants just fall down.
We never know. We don't know. These are the kids. These are the the kid pull ads, the KPs.
I will say, I've heard that from people. There's a story out there that a person who works on the club level, that their box is never filled. So that makes me feel not so confident in their
box is never filled. What does that mean?
They don't go to the games.
Oh, the owners don't go to the games.
The owner's box is never filled. That's not good.
They don't care about
I hope
their
at least they went to the playoff games. Like, come on, gotta go to those.
Yeah, maybe not though. Maybe
who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just an investment to some people.
Yeah, just a money-making piggy bank or whatever. But I hope that changes, though. I really do.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. This next season, we're gonna see what they do with this. If they, I mean, this is all projection still. Like Polanco's still part of the team. Kepler, last year people were talking about Kepler leaving in the first place last year already. So I can totally see Kepler taking off. We'll see. We will see. Let's go back.
Keep our eyes open.
Any other baseball news before we go back to the roulette to see what's up?
No.
Do it. Roulette.
We ain't got nothing left on the roulette.
I will not be throwing you through a table, James. Don't worry.
Okay.
I mean, if you want me to, we'll have to talk about it.
I want it to be a cool table. If it's going to happen.
If it's going to happen, of course it's going to be a cool table. I mean, like...
Put Velcro on it.
We'll put some Velcro on it. Maybe paint it up a little bit.
With $100 bills.
Oh, really?
That I can put into my pocket.
Can we have one of the artists?
That's the kind of table I want to get thrown through.
Can we have an artist paint it?
No, it's got to be actual legal tender.
Just
make the whole table. Just make it a pile of cash.
A pile of cash.
We'll call it a table. We'll shape it like a table. You throw me through it. I get to keep the table.
Oh! That sounds like that would probably be a good audience grabber. Like one of those things that you do to make sure that you have an audience when you make podcasts and stuff.
It's a good deal for me.
So next week, audience, you hear it right. We're going to have a table that is made out of a pile of cash, and I'm going to throw James through it, and he gets to keep the table. Is that how it goes? Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah, it's a good deal for me.
Hopefully, we can get a sounder for the we got to have a theme song for that.
You might need some help constructing the table. So anyone listening, needs to, we do a lot for you. So put your wallets to the what do you call it? I don't know.
In our mouths.
People to
put your wallets in our mouths, and
put your wallets in our mouths.
We will spend it correctly for table smashing. Speaking of table smashing, AEW has been on a roll, if you will.
Yeah,
do you think so?
It's been.
Or are you getting? Are you guys getting sick of it?
They're on a rise, so there's this simultaneous hey, it's really cool. We're seeing a lot of wrestling. Also, there's a lot of wrestling.
There is a lot of wrestling, and some people I've been seeing in the socials and the chats, and I'm not on social media, but I don't really talk to a whole lot of people, but in
our own social circle,
I catch wind of what people are feeling, and a lot of people are saying that it's too much wrestling.
There's a little
like
burnout.
they're getting burned out. Yeah, that's the word. C-Dubs, what do you feel? How do you getting burned out on the wrestling?
Honestly, I'm not, because I haven't been able to catch it because there's so much. I want more wrestling in my life. But
I do too.
I think part of it is because it's all good wrestling. That's the problem. Before you were like, oh, I don't have to watch it all because it's not all good. But now all of it's good. So you're like, fuck, I have to watch all of it? Ah!
Wait a minute. Are you saying that people are complaining about a good thing? Too much of
too much good stuff.
There's such a thing as too much of a good thing?
Yes.
Too much of a good... That's on the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack.
Oh, man.
Good soundtrack.
That's something new to me. 'Cause, I mean, I can't get like you. I can't get enough of it. I mean, I catch all of it, and I mean, I'm not catching the WWE and all the indies, but
so that's something I'd like to check out more. But just trying to follow AEW is like I said, they're putting out so much content
right now.
I should give you my Fight account because I have a subscription to all indie pay-per-views.
I think
GCW at least.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
We gotta do some. We'll do some Sharons.
Yeah. Get some get-togethers too.
Yeah.
All right, FuzzJockers, get ready for the password. It's
because we watch Dynamite on Wednesdays. We watch. Sometimes we're getting to start watching ROH on Thursdays, and then Rampage on Fridays, and then Collision on Saturdays, and then if there's a pay-per-view, that would be on a Sunday.
Which has been once a month so far.
Lately.
Yeah.
And then there's also, if we wanted to watch Impact, I'm sorry, they've just changed back to TNA. That would be a thing. Plus, NWA is about to get a TV contract with CW.
Yeah.
And there's the WWE. And there's GCW Indies on the weekends.
Yeah.
Plus New Japan.
Good stuff out there.
And the thing is that like we were saying, is that it's good wrestling too.
Yeah.
And I gotta give it up to them. Like, they are such hard workers. Like, I don't understand how you can put your body through the motions and the impacts that they do on not just like on a weekly basis, but a multiple weekly basis. Like, there's sometimes that people like Orange Cassidy wrestled 3 times in one night.
Yeah.
And then you got to remember they practice in the week too.
And
so like, now it's not like they're doing a whole show, but like they run through stuff. They do routines. They practice. They work out. They do stuff.
And they're also traveling to different cities via airplanes. So they have to go through airplane security and get on an airplane and travel and get
sometimes in
hotels,
other countries.
And it's just like, this is their life, is wrestling.
They do a lot.
And it's just wild to me, and I gotta give it up to them for especially the people that are in the indies that will travel on their own dime to make, and it's not to make money, is to hopefully have the right person in the audience to see you, or hopefully that right fan with the camera. Nowadays, it's the camera in the audience, like hopefully the right exposure. Exactly. They're working for exposure.
I mean, think of people who do deathmatch wrestling in the indies are getting bloodied up, fucked up as shit, barbed wire, fucking spider webs, and they're getting paid like $500 for the show.
And
$500, if even, maybe less.
And medical's not included.
Nope, because they don't have a union.
It's just wild. It's wild that they do it, and it's also wild that they've been doing it for such a long time. I'll see things that wrestlers will do that I know has had like the move set or the action that they're doing in the ring is something that has ties to a very long time ago with traveling wrestling troops, because back in especially in American days, we had traveling carnivals.
Yeah.
And
in different territories.
And the way it worked, from what I understand, is that the traveling carnival will go to different towns, and then behind them would be the traveling wrestling troupe. They wouldn't be part of the carnival. They would be their own separate thing that would follow in the wake of a carnival. And that has gone in the past centuries, right? A long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool that you can see, the history of wrestling, in today's sport,
I mean, even the kayfabe being known, the existence of kayfabe that us as the public know, only goes back to like the start of the 80s.
Well,
and that wasn't even clear until the 90s.
As in people understanding what kayfabe is. Like
exactly. People didn't know.
That's something brand new,
still
within like 20 years. No,
yeah. I mean, it just got put in the dictionary.
20 years. 20 years is still only 2000.
Well, I mean, even they wouldn't admit it even in the 90s and in early 2000s. If you got asked, you wouldn't say it's staged, but you just like play up that like, no, it's real. Here's how it's real.
So like the terms,
but now they can at least admit like it's staged.
Yeah, the terms kayfabe and shoot are literally new words in the wrestling world.
So think of that. Like this has been going on since forever. The existence of, they were doing wrestling in Greco-Roman times. Like there's been wrestling forever. Some of it legit and some of it completely kayfabe.
In Greco-Roman times, I wonder how much pro wrestling, how much entertainment pro wrestling was in Greco-Roman times.
Well, I mean, they probably were telling stories of gods and stuff.
I mean, like once you start putting money to a sport like that,
gotta make it entertaining.
Well, that, and also you start losing control over if it's a real athletic test, a real athletic test between two wrestlers, or are they just behind the scenes saying, "Hey, let's make this look good and let's both get paid well."
Yeah, especially if there's gambling involved and all that stuff. I mean, like back in the 50s and 60s, there was a wrestler who became an actor because of the director Ed Wood. He was believed to be a monster. Like they didn't know it was a character.
Yeah, that's
people
pretty cool.
thought, no, this guy's. I mean, Bruiser Brody got killed in the locker room, and the guy who killed him convinced the officers that his character was real, so they never investigated or arrested the murderer because they believed Bruiser Brody was legitimately a monster of a human. Even though he was a soft, beautiful person, they believed that was real, and that was in like 1980 something.
That's wild. That's just wild. So
they've been doing this forever, man.
They have been doing this forever. Roulette time or any more? Wrestling. Have we even talked about wrestling yet? AEW is doing great. Pay-per-view is coming up that I'm going to
here.
Oh yeah, you're going to a pay-per-view here soon.
I can't go to it, but it's going to be here at Forum. I wish I could go. I got too much going on this week, so I can't make it.
When's the devil being revealed?
It sounds like soon, because they fucking have been running advertisements all over their Instas and Twitters and all that shit over it. So it's going to be soon. And we know who it is, right?
Yeah, it's
Vince McMahon.
Samoa Joe.
Oh my. Jack Perry.
J-Maz, anything else you want to talk about wrestling?
No.
Okay.
I do want to say, I do think the devil is going to be Jack Perry, and if not, I will be completely shocked, because I guess it could be Adam Cole, but I think it's Jack Perry.
Jack Perry makes sense. I think it's Jack
Perry. It's a total reference to that he's the one who got rid of CM Punk incidentally.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And the devil is already a reference to CM Punk. Yeah. That's why MJF uses it.
It's got to be.
It's got to be.
It's the only one that makes sense. Roulette time?
Let's do it.
Done.
What?
Fuzzy memory time.
Or not? Yeah, sorry, fuzzy memory time.
guys ready to go to other sports?
I'd love to.
Oh, right.
Ping pong, for sure.
Is pickleball skiing?
What is the highest level of car racing called?
Curling.
Other sports? Acro yoga?
Agro yoga?
Acro, like acrobatic.
It is a fusion of tennis, ping pong, and badminton.
What sport starts with a tip-off?
Basketball.
Nope, incorrect. Other sports.
It's a very social game.
Fight each other to the death.
Like NFTs or something.
You have to hit the ball.
Other sports topics.
So are there multiple major leagues?
I went to a soccer game in Dallas, in Paris, in California, in England.
Go up to a soccer game and be in the supporter section.
Teach them how to play pickleball.
Why not?
Free lessons when I come up.
How many clubs can a golfer have in their bag?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Might as well tune out now because I don't have another sports button yet. Speaking of Tiger Woods, how do you say his name? Kopeka? Shot a bogey-free shot 64, which is unheard of low score in golf. A 64. Wow. A bogey-free, which is just wild. Also, NASCAR's lineup has been announced, or is going to be announced. I think it's announced for the Las Vegas tour. So NASCAR is going to be driving really fast in Las Vegas here soon. I don't think this is the first time they've done this, though, is it? Do you know?
Maybe.
In Vegas? I'm not sure.
In Vegas,
it might be the first time.
It might be the first time, everyone. So keep an eye out on that. That's gonna be really interesting.
Wonder if they're gonna race around the strip.
Let's see here. NASCAR lineup at Las Vegas. Starting order poll for 2023 Cup Series race based on qualifying results. The penultimate round of the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs gets underway on Sunday.
Okay.
So watch for that. That's going to be really fun to watch. I think people gambling while sporting, right? Yeah. That's what we love around here.
They love it. And drinking. They love their drinking.
Drinking, gambling, and sports. I'll
take two of those.
Any other sports news?
The Taylor Swift changing her lyric.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, man on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Our breaking news.
Yeah, that's amazing. At top of the thing. That's really good.
Do you know what the song lyric was and what the song lyric is that she changed
actually,
it to?
I do. Hang on. It's I know the song, so let me think of the words.
Okay. So while C-Dubs is thinking of the words, so this is big news. She got to the top of the charts. That song got to the top of the charts again. She went viral once again, whatever viral means. Does like viral
just
mean
saying
like hundreds?
Just changing something to talk about
her boyfriend.
This player on the Chiefs. Yeah, her boyfriend. That's it.
Well, is it her boyfriend or is it her best friend that it happens to be his mom? You know, remember, like we're thinking that she's becoming best friends with moms.
Yeah.
So she's just mentioning her best friend's son. Is what's going on here.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what it is about.
Did you find the lyrics? Did you hear them?
I'm looking at the lyrics. I'm looking up the lyrics right now because I'm singing in my head and I hit that spot and I'm like,
So well,
because it's hard because everything is the same line over. I have to find the exact spot. And it's Karma's the guy on the screen, and so she changed it to Karma is the guy on the Chiefs.
Karma's the guy on the Chiefs? Did she?
No, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Or did she say Kelsey is my dream boy?
I guess she could. She also says later Karma is a god, but I don't think that's the one she changed.
No, probably not.
And she also says Karma is my boyfriend, but I don't think that's the one she changed either.
Yes, she did. That's probably the one. She said Kelsey is my boyfriend. Not Karma is my boyfriend. Kelsey is my boyfriend. Well, doesn't that sound right? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't remember it being that part, but I could be completely wrong.
I'm just speculating.
I listened to it and I could barely hear it because it's a live video, so I was just hearing for that part of the word.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah.
Am I right? Maybe I'm just speculating. I mean, that makes sense. Karma, Kelsey.
I mean,
my
it's not very
boyfriend.
often that we're wrong about things. So.
I mean, we're not wrong a lot.
A lot. Yeah, like you take a lot to what that means to most people, and just like, quadruple it, because that's what we mean when we say like a lot.
Like
that's us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
she
us.
changed the line to Karma is the guy on the Chiefs. There you go. So I was right.
Karma is the guy on the Chiefs. That's the one that she did. Yeah, I mean,
that's the one she changed it to.
The other way just sounds like it would be. Of course, she didn't do it the other way because it just sounds like it would be too like on the nose. This is what we're doing.
I think it was a shock to even Kelsey when she did it. He was like, "Oh."
Did he do that? Did he do that thing where he's sitting on a couch and then he heard it and he has like two of his friends next to him and then he goes, like his face just makes a really big surprise look and then he puts both of his arms out like across his friend's chest and then kind of like all three of them fall backwards and like,
Almost. You're actually not that far off.
That's probably what happened.
They were standing at the on the box, and he kind of did exactly that, but standing with his with the people around him, and then they kind of like he ran around.
Oh, for real? Like that's
yeah. So he kind of was like,
thing.
"Oh
yeah." That's actually a thing. Oh.
Yeah, the video's out there of him hearing it for the first time, and he literally was not expecting it, and he was just like, "Wait, did she just say?" And the crowd even kind of reacts to it too.
Wow, that's
because if you would have just said the boyfriend, you'd be like, "Yeah, we know," but the changing that line, you're like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that."
Yeah,
yeah.
It's fun.
So, yep, we'll keep up with the Taylor Swift news as it all goes on, guys. Don't worry, we're not going to fuck this up.
Yep. It's time.
All right. Oh, wait. How does this song go again? Oh yeah. Memory.
This is Fuzzy Memory Trivia. This is when I ask the Hess questions and they answer the questions with an answer. And if they get the answer right, they get a point. And if they get the answer wrong, they don't get a point.
You get 2 points.
You get 0 points. Well, if you get 0 points, is that called getting a point?
No. You'd not be a point. You'd be getting nothing.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but okay. Like we'll go with it right now. Maybe we should next week get a mathematician and we can ask them.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll ask a mathematician.
But either way,
does 0 actually equal 1?
Does 0 a point or is it not a point?
It is.
0 is a point.
It is a point in 0 dimensional.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not negative points.
0 dimensional. Oh man, what if you were in the 0 dimension? That's
hard.
That's something. That would be something, wouldn't it?
It'd be nothing.
It would be. Well, you're right. It would be nothing. And everything else would be something.
That is still a thing.
But it's not.
That's so confusing.
Okay, what is the only country to have played in every single FIFA World Cup?
Brazil.
Correct.
Argentina.
In which is Brazil? In which sport might you find a pommel horse?
Gymnastics.
Correct. 1-1. Who holds the record? Nope, we already done that way too many times.
It was me. I did it. I broke the record.
Who is the only athlete ever to play in a Super Bowl and a World Series?
Deion Sanders.
Damn it!
Correct. Let's see here. In what year were women first allowed to compete in the modern Olympic Games?
1950 something.
1942.
1900.
Ooh.
How progressive.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was thinking. In baseball, what is it called when a batter hits the ball over the outfield fence with no runners on base?
This is a foul ball.
Solo home run.
A solo home run. What
you didn't
sport?
say where he hit it, though.
What sport?
Could be a foul ball.
Well, You know what? You're right.
Yeah, they don't specify.
You're
I'm
right.
kind of on James's side there.
You're right. Okay, taking away your point. Well, we'll give everybody a point.
We both get points.
Everybody gets a point. Everybody gets a point. We're not negative here. Let's see here. And what is the term for a zero score in tennis?
Love.
Correct.
Love.
In what sport would you find a coxswain?
Cockfighting.
Incorrect.
No, billiards.
Incorrect. You guys could have used the once. Can you spell that, please? And that's COXSWAIN, and that's rowing. Rowing is the sport.
Oh, coxswain.
Who broke Babe Ruth's home run record in 1974?
Aaron Judge.
Hank Aaron.
Oh, wait.
Hank Aaron, and that was.
Got him.
Fuzzy memory trivia.
Oh, wait. How does this song go again? Oh, yeah. Memory.
And that was Fuzzy Memory Trivia, and that brings us to the end of the episode. Wow, we got here, guys. That was
we did it.
That happened really quick. I feel. I hope you guys had a great time while we went through the forest of sports and knowledge.
I love forests.
I like that analogy.
Yeah, right. Before we leave, James, how's your week looking before we come back? What's going on with you? How you doing?
I'm tired. I need to rejuvenate and I got some cleaning to do. That's probably what I gotta do.
Cleaning's good.
I don't know.
Cleaning's good.
I'm gonna try to ignore as much of it as I can and just play video games.
You know, cleaning cleans the mind when you clean too.
It does.
But good luck on that.
Oh, thank you.
And everything else in your life and stuff. You know, C-dubs. What are you up to? What's going on? How is your week looking?
I'm going to New York.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What are you going to New York for? I don't know that. Do I know that? Did we talk about that?
I'm going to
already?
go see a musical called Spamalot.
Oh,
ever heard of it?
Sweet. Yeah, I have heard of that.
I've never seen it, so I'm excited.
Dude, sweet.
In fact, I'm literally trying to work on my boarding pass right now because there's an issue with it. So I'm like, oh God, I got to figure this out.
Well,
But
hold
yeah,
on.
I'm going to be going on a plane tomorrow to New York.
Hold on.
Dude,
we got
try.
a podcast. Put that down. We'll be done in like 2 minutes.
Okay, work.
Yeah, you know what you should do is
going to
try
New
to
York?
videotape. You should try video record the show with your phone, and then when someone complains, you say, "Do you know who I am?"
I'm not Lauren Boebert.
Will we be back next week?
Yeah, I'll be back in time. That's why I can't. Part of the reason I can't go to Full Gear is not because I won't be here. I will be at my wife's mom's surprise birthday party during the show when I get back.
Oh.
So I've got that, and then I'm coming back, and then I have the surprise birthday party, and then I have the next week I'll be here. So it's going to be all good. No worries.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I'm excited, though. I have
just
not been to
asking.
New York in 22 years.
I'm just asking. Oh, it's been a long time for me, too.
It's been a long time.
I've never been there.
Never been.
I love New York.
Maybe we should
Love
make
New
a FuzzJockRadio trip out to New York maybe one of these days.
Do it. What about you, Fuzz? What's your week looking like?
Me?
What does it look like? What does it smell like?
What is my...
What does it taste like?
I know what it smells like.
What does it feel like?
Thank you for tuning in. If you would like to support, head on over to our shop, FuzzTalkShop.com. That's FuzzTalkShop.com. Buy yourself a hoodie or t-shirt. We even have mugs and stickers. From all of us over at Fuzz Talk Radio, we appreciate your support.